You are just a machine, an imitation of life. Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Well, thanks to OpenAI with ChatGPT and Dall-E, artificial intelligence can now do both of those things, Will Smith. In this video, I'm going to show you how to utilize ChatGPT, and we'll also have a little look at Dall-E at the end. So this should make for a quite interesting tutorial. Let's get into the world of AI. So first and foremost, we are on openai.com. You want to come to this website and then scroll down. I'll leave the links in the description down below. And then you go to the featured tab. You've got Dall-E 2 and ChatGPT. Let's log into ChatGPT. Click the link and you find yourself here. Scroll down and try ChatGPT. It's at this point you will need to register an account, create a password, and also sync it to your mobile device. Once you've completed those steps, you can log yourself back in and you'll be greeted with this screen. Now there's two main ways of utilizing ChatGPT. This is the most popular one. You can see it's rather plain in appearance, but there's also a playground as well. So playground is under a different website, beta.openai.com/playground. I'll link both of the websites down below. And as you can see, this gives a different layout for utilizing this software. So for some very quick queries, you might want to use ChatGPT here on this interface and just type in a question. We'll ask it what's 10 plus 10 and use the question mark to let it know we want a direct answer. And there we have it, a quick response, 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. Now, not everything you will get in terms of search results will be 100% accurate, and the way in which you phrase questions does provoke a different response from the software. So this does need a little bit of tweaking and figuring out, but over on their examples page, again, link down below, you can see how to utilize different series of questioning. So say we want to do some grammar correction, we can click on that, and this lets you know ChatGPT will allow you to correct into standard English. So for example, you could type in some text in some slightly broken English, for example, Sheena went to the market, which could be very helpful if English is not your first language, and it will spit out a response along the lines of she did not go to the market, putting that into correct English grammar. There's a whole host of these different examples on here, and these could give you some creative ideas as to what to query into the bot. But let's have a go on the playground. This for me is the most experimental and enjoyable part of ChatGPT. So in this main box, this is where we insert our own text. We put our queries or our thoughts and see what the AI responds with. Once you've tapped in the query, you can submit it down the bottom for response. Utilizing a database of knowledge from around 2021 and earlier, it then spits out the answer, the Burj Khalifa. But there's also some other things to be aware of on here. You can resubmit, so undo last, and then maybe just delete and then type in a new query. There's also a load of presets on here, which are quite fun to use as well. For example, we can do this. English to other languages. You then press OK at the top and it gives you a preset of how it likes the questions to be interpreted. So this is saying translate this into French, Spanish and Japanese. What rooms do you have available? Now we can edit a load of these different things. I could edit the language here. I could put French, Italian and Japanese and change this to where is the pub? A very much British question there. Then hit submit and it will spit out a nice response. So there we have it translated into 3 languages very promptly. You'll want to remove the preset if you want to type in a different type of query. Then on the right hand side, we have a few different things. So the model being used here is ChatGPT 3. There are variations of this model. This is the most up-to-date and best model as they pretty much define it, most capable model in the GPT-3 series. But there's also other models within this. And what you'll find is you get different answers from different models. So this is Ada001, how to cook lasagna. It gives a very brief and not very detailed explanation of how I would go about cooking lasagna. And in fact, there's no instructions there for me to actually follow. However, let's switch this back up to the best bot. Hit the refresh key and submit once again. So this time the AI gives me a much more detailed explanation. It gives me a list of ingredients which I could use to go shopping, and then also instructions. How hot does the oven need to be? What do I do with the various ingredients? And how do I put them all together? On the right hand side here, we have a temperature check. This is essentially showing you how randomized the results may be. If you crank this up a bit more, closer to 1, you will get more randomized results. And so the same search query with this dialed up a bit will give you a different end result. Likewise, you may also want to adjust the character length. So how much does this cost to use? Well, currently it's free. If you go over to the personal tab up here and then manage account, you can see my usage on screen. So this is a new account I just just set up because I've almost spent my credit on the other one. You get $18 worth on this free trial, and each query costs between like 2 and 4 cents. So you can see over yesterday, I spent around 11 cents, and so far today, around 6 cents. So as you can see from the grant column down here, you get $18 for free. But once you've spent that, spin up a new email address and re-register. But I do think in the future, as you can see from this, it is costly to utilize. They're going to have a pricing model. As you would expect, kids all over the globe right now are getting their homework done by ChatGPT. But I don't really think that's the essence of what it should be used for. I think it's best used as an assistant or something to bounce ideas off. If, for example, you do something creative and you've got a nice workflow, well, you can just add this to your toolbox. Use ChatGPT, fire off a few search queries, and then with those additional answers, maybe you can formulate some better content or end result. Now, as a bonus round, let's have a quick look at Dall-E. This is an AI image generation piece of software and a really interesting bit of kit. So you can just create anything random, just type in a search suggestion and it will come up with a brand new image. So tap in a suggestion and then press generate and it will spit out some images that haven't been seen before. Let's just click on this one. It looks pretty sweet. Now you can just imagine if this was around this time last year, there would have been many NFT collections utilizing this software for their profile pictures. But what's more, you can also upload images. So if you've got a picture of yourself or something else, you can also get it to regenerate a load of images similar to it. I created some videos recently on Sam Bankman-Fried. Let's utilize one of these. Open that. It asked me to crop the image. We'll crop and then generate some variations. AI then processes this and then spits out some different variations of that very image.
1 hour later.
Now, what a strange image that one has spit out for me, but it just goes to show how creative this is and how you can just generate some brand new, unique artwork at the tip of your fingers. Top right-hand corner, once again, you can see you need to buy credits once you actually run out, or as I say, just create a new account with a new email address. So I hope you found this tutorial interesting and you can utilize ChatGPT into your various creative processes. Maybe you want to kickstart a brand new diet and you want some healthy ingredients to go shopping for. ChatGPT can inspire you. My only concern is people become too reliant on these forms of AI and then everything just becomes a randomized version of internet data. Now, if you want to check out 3 jobs I think AI is going to absolutely destroy, check out this video on screen now.